and welcome to A Bass Guy Show. This is Jack. We are live in Montreal, and today is June the 6th, 2025, and this is episode 1622 of A Bass Guy Show. I hope you're well, wherever you are. Say hello on the chat board. We have Frankie McDonald on the chat board. It takes a while sometimes for the chat board here to pick up. So, I hope you're well, having a good week. Oh, look, we already have a problem here. I'm going to stop it here. Not a problem, but I've been setting up a lot of stuff and whatnot. And this week I've been practicing, like, more and more and more. I've been playing all day, like 10 hours a day, like literally getting up at 4 or 5, eating breakfast, and then by 6 or 7 a.m. practicing until 6 or 7 at night. So, at least 10 hours. There we go. I just wanted to flip that there. And there you go. We're going to have Frankie McDonald. Look at the nice cigarette boat in our lake there. That was a little while ago that was filmed. That was climate change. It doesn't say the date there, but that was a little while ago. It was our little town in Montreal had the worst air pollution in the world, and today it's about the same. A lot of the news resources say there's fires in Canada, and I went outside today and it was disgusting. I could taste it, I could smell it. It made my eyes hurt, it made me cough. It's like you're smoking cigarettes, and it's all because we don't take accountability. We blame the government, we blame whatever's on the internet or Musk or whatever. And thank you, Sky of the Universe. Sky of the Universe is here, ladies and gentlemen, on a brand new drone, and we'll be checking some of that out later with his permission, of course. And so, yeah, like, as I was saying on my older shows, a pedo kills all my family and hundreds of kids, and 40 years, no one says a thing. And then there's a flood and your room's full of water, no one says a thing. And then there's smoke. That was 2 years ago or something. And there's smoke everywhere, so everyone goes see-doing. What a great time to go eat ice cream and go see-doing and make money on the boardwalk, which I call Disneyland, which is masked by a green college. It's just like it's right in front of you. So today's the same. And I went outside only for 5 minutes, and I talked to a friend, and I saw my first ever Cybertruck. And what a monstrosity. If that was the definition, ever was. It was just took up the whole road, and everybody looks and gawks. No, look at him. And it's like my song, which you should check out, which is on my album page, Less is Poor, which is a parody that if you use less and you use a bicycle and take the bus and train and you don't have much money and you go to laundromat, people look down on you. Oh, you're poor, because you're using less. But if you have a big, huge house and you're hardly ever in it, and you have 2 cars and 2 everything, and oh, look at your Tesla, you're so great. So if you use and have more, you're considered great. But look at that cat. That cat only uses what it needs. I feel like that cat right now. So thank you, Sky of the Universe. Hello, M. I'm sorry I missed last week's show. I know you were in London, England. How was it, M? We have M here in London, England. I get dry mouth from forest fires and spinal damage. So I got my soda water, and then I also have a hot cup of lemon tea, and we'll hopefully get through this together today. So yeah, we put flowers everywhere and everything's great. Don't mind the smoke or the affordable daycare on the corner for 40 years. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Let's just shut up. Shut up, Jack. So I was saying today, I made a little post. I hardly ever post. I have no social media at all other than right here so I can stream for free, entertain strangers for free, and whatnot. The sky is full of smoke, or the ground, your house is full of water. Just keep watching Netflix, get in your car, work 9 to 5, just everything's fine. Oh, there's 15 fucking elephants in the room. Don't say anything. Everything's fine. And then if I moan and bitch and complain about it, I'm the problem. I'm in the way. Why do you think I'm a musician? Not to play 2-minute jingles that make money,
When Elvis recorded Hound Dog, I was amazed because I knew from whence it came. I knew Big Mama Thornton very well, and I knew the intensity of the original done by Mama Thornton.
Elvis taking it and sending it to the moon, you know? And she got $500 out the whole thing.
At this time when I saw her, she was working in a club in Los Angeles, kind of walking the floor with a cup, singing for handouts. You know what I'm saying? When it got down and Elvis heard it and Jerry Lee Lewis heard it, okay? Roy Orbison heard it. Everybody kind of got on that train, you see? And it was permissible then for everybody to listen to it. When Elvis recorded...
So I'm just going to screw around, play some music. We're going to do some blues and whatever. And if you like the show, as Pat pointed there, you know, I've been playing for 35 years, 10 hours a day. And I want to thank the 3 or 4 people that actually tipped this year. Thank you very much. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. And I think to sum it all up, art is made... Banksy said this, the street painter, artist, genius. Banksy said, art is to comfort the disturbed, and art is to disturb the comfortable. Whatever you do, don't tell the truth and be yourself. Just make lots of money and eat ice cream and walk on boardwalks and look into the smoke and take no accountability and do no introspection as well. No introspection. Watch out for those flying monkeys, Em. Saying, what is your name? Saying, hey, how are you doing today, buddy? I'm good. Welcome to the show as well. Not really a show, I'm just an idiot with a banjo. Please, one at a time. So just jamming around, gonna have a little bit of fun. I spent the whole week learning one song. And I'm not a guitar player, I'm learning, and I'm having fun doing that and playing music and trying to learn the bass line, the piano line, the singing, and doing everything. It's pretty much the opposite of just picking up your phone and saying, hey guys, and getting 8 billion views for doing no work. That's the kind of world we live in now. And AI is going to come around and, you know, everyone's going to think, oh, this is great, it does everything. I'm just going to, once again, like Spotify, just put artists and musicians out of work. I think things like this, the reason things like this music thing that don't do well is because people don't like something unless they understand it and relate to it. It's like, what are you doing? What's all that, you know, people playing blues and jazz and stuff for 100 years? Like, what? This isn't Freebird. This isn't Mustang cars and Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Anyway, I digress. I'm just having a bad day, so I'll try not to take it out on anybody and just move along. It's the good thing about music is when it hits you, you don't feel that much pain. Depends who's playing. But Just, yeah, don't be yourself and honest and real.
When Elvis recorded Hound Dog, I was amazed because I knew from whence it came. I knew Big Mama Thornton very well, and I knew the intensity of the original done by Mama Thornton.
Elvis taking it and sending it to the moon, you know? And
Welcome, Jeeve and Ryan and everybody. Well, she's walking on through the cloud with a circus smile. It's running wild. Butterflies and zebras, it's all she ever talks about. All she ever speaks about, riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles. She gets her free. It's all right, she says. Take anything you want from me. Go down to the Kushtar and have a sloshie. So it might not look like it, but I'm having like 1,000 audio problems since the beginning of the jam. So 1 second. So I'm trying to play, but everything in the room is broken. Everything's broken and no one speaks English. My monitor wasn't even on, I couldn't hear. Well, she's walking on through the cloud with a circus smile, running wild. Butterflies and zebras, moonbeams and fairy tales, it's all she ever thinks about, riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles she gives for free. It's all right, she said. Take anything you want from me and fly a little way, fly away.
respond, well, then this gives me more energy to work out. You know, it's another way of communication and trying to make harmony amongst the people enjoying what we're trying to get across. You know. I really feel like turning people on, you know, and actually some kind of, at least entertainment, without being false about it, you know, without being a superficial clown or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And like if they don't respond, well then I'll just play for myself, you know. And for the ones that will listen, if they do respond, well then this gives me more energy to work out, you know. It's,
It's about to fall off right over my head. So Pat, Sky of the Universe, and I were standing at this tree. I think it was 2019. We didn't know each other. We didn't say hi. We're just busy filming. And the flood came up to here. It came right up to these picnic tables. But it's very high. Pat. See, the sandbags are being used. So there you go. In St. Anne's we have floods and fires and smoke, and it's the new normal. And we're all just distracted by our mobile phones and Netflix and working so hard that we can't have energy for anything else. I apologize profusely. I'm very out of it and tired today. I did work really. It's always like that. I worked super fucking hard, like 10 hours a day, solid, had everything ready. And then today, just everything went sideways, and I just not fell apart, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's exhausting, you know. It's always the people that use less and have less that suffer the most first. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed that. I can't really see the chat in front of me, and I have to look over there, so I'm still adjusting. As you can see, we've been flooded many times, and my apartment got flooded, and I lost $7,000 of equipment. I'd like to thank the 3 or 4 people that helped support the show this year and doing everything for free, all the equipment and learning all the instruments and the technology, hardware, software, all the pedals, most things I've collected over the last 30 years. And it's good. You come on, you make $5 and get 3 viewers. It's hilarious. It's not funny. So, and I'm in the dark, and I forgot to say I forgot to turn my monitor on, so I could kind of hear things, but not really. And then I was like, oh, that button, after 7,000 buttons. So not seeing the chat well and being tired and in the dark, and my dog ate my homework and all that. I do work hard. It's just a bit of fun, a bit of music. Don't take life too seriously, or you'll never get out alive. What a fucking shit fest it is out there, man. No one tells the truth. Everyone's wearing a mask. You just shut up and play dumb, and everybody gets along fine. You say the truth or do anything real or do some art or music. Shut up, dude. Today is June the 6th, 2025. How dare I think or speak out loud or tell my story? How dare I? And not smile and say, thank you, I'm so grateful. Thank you, I'm so grateful. Thank you, I'm so grateful. Bass Guy Show is live right now. So grab your umbrella, pull up your coziest fire truck to put out the fires. The asteroid is going to be hitting the Earth soon. We have Frankie McDonald, everybody, in 10 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes, we have Frankie McDonald. Man, I'm like beyond exhausted. If you'd like to help the show, I put a lot of energy and effort into this, and I tell you, sometimes I do this show for 2 or 3 months, we make like 3 cents. So if you'd like to help and you do watch this and you are a lurker, and you don't have to say who you are. I won't know who it is. Or you can say, hey, it's me, and talk about me. But if you do tip, you go to bassguyshow.com and you can tip there by pressing the yellow tip guitar button on my... I know it's a lot of work to go to a website, bassguyshow.com. And the tip button allows you to PayPal there, and you can tip. And, oh, I don't have a credit card. I don't know how the computer works. It's 2025. You can go to the 7-Eleven or Couche-Tard and get a prepaid thingy. Frankie taught us that. We have Frankie McDonald coming on soon, maybe Pat if we're lucky. We're playing some more music, some more blues, and having some fun. The best part about the Bass Guy Show is you never know what will go wrong next. value you here as a customer. Thank you to all the lurkers, people just always watching over and over again, but never saying anything, never logging in, never supporting, never tipping, but for some reason always watching. They're called lurkers and trolls. Because, you know,
There's the engine.
you run into people. Oh, I've been watching.
98. Oh, wait.
Hey, so I'm gonna shut up and just let the just shut up and let the music do the talking, bro. What are you supposed to do? Not say anything and just like live and die? Like, are we all a bunch of pussies? Like, what the fuck, man? If you like something, support it. If you see forests fire, smoke, and
This
floods,
bridge will get shut if the
don't
water
consume
gets too
so
high.
fucking much. It's really simple. Take the bus.
Like
I don't
in
see anyone taking the
2017
bus
and 19,
or a car.
I can't remember.
I mean, everyone's using their cars. Car.
Canadian Pacific.
Everyone's addicted to their cars. Look at the train brings in all the stuff. Everyone's on just car, consume. Go get stuff, bring it home into your box. Blah blah blah. I own this. I have this. Go do it. Fuck it's like everything's like the fucking opposite of love and art and music and all that shit. And everything's just like, I have a big house. I have a big car. I have a small dick. I got a big truck. I have a big boat. Let's go get some poutine and ice cream. Let's do this. Let's go to Florida. Let's go to Las Vegas. Let's go to Borneo on a weekend scuba diving trip and post on. Let's go consume, and then let's not do it. And then you wonder why the fucking sky is on fire. So get the fuck out your car and get on the train and use public transport and a bicycle, you dick. And it does piss me off because I film it, I document it, I talk about it. I've been doing it since I was like 8 years old, this Greenpeace, all this shit. And I have no washing machine, I have no TV, I have no air conditioning, I have lots of no stuff, I have almost nothing, I rent, I use nothing, and I walk and I take the bus with spinal damage, and I do so much, and I'm the first to get flooded. I'm the first to get fucked over. Even though I'm the poor guy who has a big mouth and opinion and such an asshole and shut up, and you know, but while other people are selling like fucking beef burgers and ice cream in restaurants and just consuming, and plastic boats coming into town, it's Disney World, and everyone's just consuming and big trucks and big fucking, oh, look at those people are rich and they have sunglasses and they're materialistic. Let's all be like that and do that on Facebook and social media. So if it's like I would really like to point you to my song that it kind of like, I hide my songs because I get embarrassed of them. But if you, how do I do this? I have to go to bassguyshow.com. If you go to bassguyshow.com, you can scroll down. I never do this, and there's a whole bunch of pedals. You can click there and you can tip. All my albums, music, everything's free. Hello, Jeeve Stones. What if you don't live in a city and everything is far? I don't want to overplay. Yes, there is rhyme and reason to everything. But Jeeve, you're a musician too. You know what it's about. You know how to balance. I'm not saying let's all be left as hippies and like recycle each other's fucking pee and poo and grow organic roses and stuff together. I understand, Jeeve. It's balance and stuff. I'll eat a burger, or I'll fucking jump in a car or whatever and tron around the world. But I'm just saying there's balance when it's just like consume, and then all of a sudden there's no music. Why do you think there's no more music? Why do you think there's no more live bands? There's no people dancing, meeting in the streets, talking each other, having fun, sitting on porches. Why is that all gone? And why is the sky yellow and brown and everything's polluted and the population's gone crazy and everything? Like, it's just like, entertain me. I don't want to think. I'll sit there and watch fucking endless Netflix series, season 15 of fucking Cyberboy or whatever, So you can go to here and you can go to albums, bassguyshow.com, and then if you find the track called Less is Poor, and I think I'll just play it for you now. Okay, Larry, let's do this. Although I can't play it on that computer because it'll loop back. So sorry for moaning, but I go out in the street today, and the smoke is it's like smoking a pack of cigarettes. It's so fucking obvious. And this is like the 17th, 100th time. Like, just like everything's fucked. And people don't think, maybe it's because I drive all the time. Maybe it's because I shop all the time. Maybe because I have a big fucking house and an air conditioner, and the air conditioner's on, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway. And then, Jack, you don't understand, Jack. You got it wrong. You don't know what's going on. I'm going to play this song, then we're going to talk to Frankie McDonald, who is the most famous weather person in the world, and he knows all about this stuff. And if you think I'm a fucking asshole and full of shit, Frankie McDonald pretty much agrees with me. And of course, Jeeve, I get it with the ins and the outs and the this and that. It's not black and white. But I do think that people just consume without thinking where it comes from, where it will go, and no one gives a shit. Just buy a big car, get a credit card, have everything you want, and not give a shit where it came from. Who cares about slavery or third world countries or pollution or anything? Just fucking everyone just have fun. And then you wonder why music is dead. It's all connected. I'm going to play this song, and then we're going to have Frankie McDonald from Sydney, Nova Scotia call in, and maybe Sky of the Universe from Montreal. Thank you for your time. Bass Guy loves you. Go have a beer. Okay, Larry, let's do this.
Fuck you, asshole.
Get my slippers and turn on all 4 toasters.
Made you a coffee.
Did you know that Billy D has over 15 subscribers? My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and my dad thinks I'm lame. I said, people think of me all the same. I went to school and I acted like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like a maid. I said, hickory dickory dickory dock, you can suck my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's a little neat story about hypocrisy. Should be obvious, but people seem blind to me. You see, the more you use and own, you think my point would be shown. Climate change is fucking real in here, and the real reason why is super fucking near. So close, in fact, I gave away my mirror.
Introspection tends to be done as a senior.
Big house, 2 cars, 2 TVs, and 2 toilets. Oh no, the inconvenient truth as he unfoils it. Tough shit, my apartment just got flooded. All my shit totally got fucked and mudded. You hear it creep up on the news more often, that those with lower income are fucked and forgotten. Funny, eh? How those who pollute less are punished first, but those with the smallest carbon footprint get it the worst. And those with plenty more are rewarded. This is why my stupid fucking song is being recorded. To get my point out on my zero-emission platform. Owning tons of dumb, useless shit is the new norm. The superficial, artificial things for yourself. Society kisses ass and looks up to wealth. Dwell in a huge box, slick wheels and much more. Post it all online like a social media whore. If you have money and own lots of shit, you get rewarded for being a fucking twit. But if you use less, own little, and go zen, you end up fucked writing dumb songs with a pen. Syllabus for narcissism comes to mind. All the words and terms on how not to be kind. Kind to the earth, environment, and the bees. All I can see is 7,000 cars and like 17 trees. The poor use less are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. I say the word poor in quotes, but really it just means using less, so take notes. You get your respect and stuff from things. I seek mine with music with wings. Some people, I never see them out of their fucking car. It's like part of their clothing, rubber to the tar. Mac and cheese, drive through supersize me. Then at night, it's a Save the Whales Netflix documentary. Being educated only makes it worse. You know exactly what you're doing is your curse. Isolated from the rest of the earth, this West End fantasy gives birth to a mental state of living by taking, having, and using everything instead of giving life to nature and to this place, learning from the beautiful animals with real grace. I don't have a car, kids, or a house. I live a simple, quiet life like a little fucking mouse. I use and consume next to nothing, but I'm the one that endures the flooding. I don't have a TV and I never use AC. While you keep cool in your place, it heats up the whole fucking planet. Gee, I never owned a microwave and I don't even have a fucking washing machine. I'm like the goddamn fucking Pope of going green.
Oh, he just offended me and said something mean.
You're offended while you hoard everything, yet this fails to be seen. I walk, take the bus, and use the train. Carrying my apples with spinal damage is pain. How come I can use public transport with nerve damage, but most of you fucks without your precious cars can't even seem to manage? Then my town loses its only food store. The local inconvenience store is only using the railway away. How hardcore. Perhaps it's a sneaky way of getting rid of the poor people like me, so the value of your property goes up in the community.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on my journey.
Fuck, I hate that word, journey.
Journey.
Worst word ever.
The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane.
It's like your fucking car and phone is glued to the hip. Can't go anywhere without it. This addiction you have to stuff and things is the same real reason climate change sings. Social media lets you slut it out. The addiction to validation and approval. Operation Let's Get Rid of the Poor People removal. As your notifications go bing, pop, buzz. Like a monkey they train you, their plan was. I clean, fix, repair, and sew all the second-hand shit that I cherish. All my work in vain as the rich overconsume, we slowly perish. Like a fucking frog in boiling water. Endless entertainment, overconsumption, eat beef and slaughter. Weapons of mass distraction make you void of any accountability. You see, endless scrolling makes your brain super silly. Music used to be sacred with the soul. Now it's just entertainment to be consumed in the background with popcorn in a bowl. Smart enough to run the machines, yet not question much. Easy to control us after work, you can consume more with one click, one touch. Perhaps a trip to some overused exotic beach. A flight to a fake resort that happens to have everything at home, but in closer reach. Your carbon footprint is bigger than Ron Jeremy's dick. Shut the fuck up, Jack. Your song spoils the party, spoils the trick. What? A trick that telling the truth sucks ass? Owning and using tons of useless shit is crass? As every single student has a car to go to class, as I open my window and literally inhale your toxic gas? As you shoot your mouth off about toxic masculinity. Hey Larry, pass me your fucking flask of gin to me. Fuck this bullshit. I'm pointing out obvious facts. That your overconsumption fucks up my air due to your literal acts. But back to my point that always gets overlooked. Something that everybody seems fucked in the head hooked. Use as much of and everything you like, not knowing where it comes from or goes. A hole in the dike. A dike that's bursting at the seams. For your stupid fucking mansion and your stupid fucking dreams. Hooked to superficial stuff and things in life. I'm not innocent, but my bigger efforts go in strife. If you own tons of shit, hoard money and wealth, you get rewarded, looked up to, and you drive by electric and silent stealth. And if you're poor, use next to nothing, walk, take the bus and shop block. You get scolded, punished, and made to suffer and suck life's cock. You're in the fucking way, looked down at, punished and shamed. But really, it's overlooked helping to reduce, as I explained. Eat the rich? I'd eat the rich, but they're tasteless. Drive your car. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you have little and you use little, you get looked down on despite actually polluting less. But if you have more and you're rich, you get rewarded and you're looked up to, despite the fact that you're literally contributing directly to pollution and climate change more. It's all backwards. So if it's actually the poor that are heroes, then who are the zeros? So there's a little rap song that I wrote. I've made 3 of those songs to just express how I feel lately, because I've been going through a lot of stuff lately. I had 3 brothers basically commit suicide in a row, basically through poverty, sexual abuse, and not having enough. And then living in one of the richest areas in the world, it really sticks out. And then I realize, oh yeah, all my friends and everyone I've ever known has a mommy and daddy safety net. And that's why it doesn't matter if you travel the world and go to school and educate yourself and everything. That boulder that you shoulder. I think it said that in the song. I know for a fact that without that mummy and daddy safety net, the boulder that you shoulder will always fall back. So anyways, I'm heaver and pish. I tried to do the music thing. I tried to do the love thing, and I don't know. I'm basically at the I fucking give up and don't give a shit. I'm going to eat a hamburger and go ride a plastic boat and let my fat stick out and go ski-dooing in the poisonous river. Because it doesn't matter what you do or say, like, you know. Everybody's on, like, you know, there's genocide going on in the world right now, and we're just watching it on TV with popcorn. Let's see what Frankie McDonald thinks. Truth Rising, Pure Bloods Represent. Yes, the song sounds vaccinated. Well, thanks. That sounds like this song sounds vaccinated. That sounds like a mixed message, passive aggressive. I'm great at this stuff, eh? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I also available for children's matinees during the day. This always happens. I be myself and say how I feel, and then I'm a fucking idiot and I'm wrong and I don't know anything. I just don't understand. You try to do everything right, and you do art and music and practice 10 hours a day for 35 years. It's not enough. It's not enough. I wrote a new song today that, like I wrote the song for my brother, it was like a premonition. I knew it was coming or whatever, and I spent a year learning something, and then it just came all together in one day. That happened this week. I was outside playing guitar, practicing outside just to get out the house. And, after I got back from the corner store, which is 20 miles away by train, cost $7 with this broken back. If the goal is the store and back, it's great fun. And I was at the store there, and I encountered some racist attack, and I stepped in and stood up for my friend there at the mall. Anyways, too much stuff. I'm not going crazy or anything. It's just like you look, what I'm saying is I walk out my fucking house and there's forest fire smoke everywhere. And then a cyber truck, I've never seen one ever. It drove right by me as I was saying, holy shit, this smoke is thick. A cyber truck in huge traffic and it's disgusting. It's a monstrosity. And this is what the internet is for.
The blue bloods are talking. That's what you say. The world is flat. It's a conspiracy. What are you doing? Troll, 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 troll.
Fuck off. Why don't you put your real name and show your real face and come to St. Anne's and meet me, you fucking piece of shit? Fuck you. I'm so sick of trolls. As I said, I do matinees during the day for the kids' shows. There's a great local free childcare place just in front of the gates at John Abbott College, a discount child. Anyway, shouldn't say too much, might get in trouble. We have Frankie McDonald coming up in a few seconds. So let me start the virtual camera and get ready, and we'll be right back. Please stand by. And thank you for watching this fucking train wreck. Drive your car, eat mayonnaise, and enjoy the fucking yellow sky up there. And don't take any accountability or introspection. You didn't do it. Of course not. Please stand by. Anyway, the troll won because I got triggered, and that's what trolls do. My camera's working, and we're just waiting on Frankie. Frankie is in Nova Scotia right now. I'm going to put on the Take 5 thing, and we'll see if Frankie shows up. So the whole idea is Frankie comes on, he's polite, smart, opposite of me. He's polite and smart, and you can ask him your questions. So if you are watching this and you're not a lurker watching in the distance, judging and just like watching to see the car accident and what happens next, if you're actually here with your real name and you're a real person, think of some questions to ask Frankie and maybe Pat. And sorry for not having my mask on. I'll put my mask back on. I've had a hard year. I can do whatever I fucking want. Basically loves you. No fear. I'm waiting for you. Okay, so Frank, 1 second here. So we're coming back. Frankie says he's waiting for me, but I'm here already, Frankie. So we'll shut this all down. Please stand by. We should have had Frankie on 2 minutes ago, but something went wrong. Okay, something went wrong. We're new to Zoom. I've been using Skype for 12 years, and we just went to Skype. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald, the moment you've all been waiting for. Isn't Zoom great? Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald. How you doing, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. A lot of airplanes flying up in the sky in Europe and North America and Australia. A lot of airplanes are up in the sky in Europe right now too, not just North America. So many airplanes up in the sky in Europe.
That's right. Thank you, Frankie, for calling us tonight. Frankie, am I crazy, or do I have some points about this whole pollution capitalist?
There's a lot of pollution going on in France, Germany, and air quality came all the way from Manitoba all the way to France, Spain, Germany, and all those places. Caused a lot of forest fires in Siberia, Russia. Caused a lot of forest fires in Africa now too, in Southeast Asia.
Whose fault is it? The 12 people in the government, or the 8 billion people buying stuff all the time without thinking?
And like in different countries like Africa, Russia, China, North Korea, Japan, and all those places. Too many military dictatorship countries, people getting arrested in all those military dictatorship countries like Russia, China, Japan, Russia, China, and Africa, and all those places. Rebels in Congo.
I always love to welcome new people. We have Impressions Inc. saying, Frankie led me to the show. How's it going, Frankie? Can you say hello to Impressions?
Hi, Impressions. Hi, Sky Universe, Patrick.
Isn't it great? I'm so glad, Frankie. I've been busy. I've been a bit grumpy and having a hard year. I miss you, Frankie. It's good to see you.
And did you hear about this? A lot of bad stuff going on in Russia, too. Burn a lot of fossil fuels. People burning rubbers, the tires of the cars. Like in Siberia, Russia, Yakutsk, Magadan, Kolyma Highway, Lena Highway, Emmer Highway, all across Russia. Burn a lot of fossil fuels in Germany, Poland, Denmark, Netherlands, Norway, Finland, Sweden, France, Italy, and all those places. In Spain and Portugal, in England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and all across the Romania, Slovakia, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Serbia, and all those countries, and Ukraine.
Frankie, it's insane. I live in a small village. I just step out I go out my door, and I saw a cyber truck go by today. I've never seen one ever.
There's a lot of them going on in England, France, and Spain. They get them over in Russia now too.
Well, they don't allow cyber trucks in Europe because in Europe they actually have rules on not to be a flippin' idiot. Like, you can't drive a massive fucking spaceship down the street that runs every little girl's over. I went out my door today. There was smoke everywhere, in my eyes and in my mouth. And Cybertruck went by, and then a Mustang, fluorescent orange. And everyone, why do people like rich stuff and toys and things, Frankie? Why is everyone crazy about money?
They don't know any better in all different countries around the world, even third world countries in Africa.
Don't we care about, like, how the oceans work and how animals survive and how we need each other? No one gives a shit. It's fucked. Everything's fucked, Frankie. I don't know what to do. Should I quit the show, Frankie?
No.
And what's going on in your area? Is there forest fire smoke where you are?
Still forest fires in Manitoba right now. Caused a lot of forest fires in Manitoba right now. Hi to my dad. I'm doing great so far.
And you said hello to me on the chat. Thank you, Frankie. That's awesome. Frankie and sounds vaccinated. Is he vaccinated? That is my question. You also sound... So this guy, the Truth Rising guy, is basically saying that because
I got vaccinated May 25th, 2021.
But he's saying that because we have opinions and we talk about stuff and we use our intelligence and we're 40 or 50 years old, that we must be, if we say something that isn't like right wing, then we must be vaccinated. The world's everyone's fucking stupid. I'm sorry, man, but 90% of people are fucking stupid. There, I said it, Frankie. Like, really fucking dumb. In fact, I'm gonna delete this fucking asshole.
Even Europe is going backwards, and Asia's going backwards, and Africa's going backwards too. All European countries now too.
There, I just deleted fucking Truth, the world is flat, rising asshole. I gotta remember to do that, Frankie, to not take it personal and just block the idiots.
They're getting worse all the time. Non-stop, they're getting even worse.
He said that you sound like you're vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated.
Hey, he was right then.
And
Oh,
just imagine
it's
somebody
Frank. Sorry, Frankie. It's Frank McDonald. Your dad was saying hi to me. Hello to Frank. Your dad is here. I love your dad, Frankie. He's amazing.
Just imagine somebody turned to host in a nightclub. What does that mean? When the guy comes over and says, there's a bouncer at the door.
Turn down that music. There's loud music. Kids are drinking and smoking cigarettes. They're drinking stubbies and smoking cigarettes in the lawn. And the guy turned his house into a nightclub, Frankie. What happened?
He just can't take it anymore. The owner of the house is so depressed.
Yeah, he was tired of lockdown and people telling him that he was vaccinated. So he turned his house into a nightclub, and then the police came and they knocked at the door. Sir, are you the owner of this house?
Yes.
Okay, let me check my paperwork here. Okay, do you have a license for this operation?
No.
Put your hands behind your back, 'cause you're coming with me.
When the guy wakes up the next morning, he'll say,
Mom, and the mom will go, son, your father lost the plot and got arrested and turned our house into a nightclub. Son, your father and I are
getting divorced.
Are you going to do your world tour?
When the guy comes out and says, I had to go visit his dad in jail.
So I'm not acting weird. I am weird, but I have a screwed up spinal column, and no big deal.
But there's nothing wrong with you. You look fine. There's nothing wrong with you. How come
Then
you don't
the
have
guy
a car?
The guy goes to visit his father and stay in jail and say, time's up.
Time's up. He visits the guy in jail at the end of the month. Frankie, my son is the best. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald's father is here, and we have Frankie here, and we have Ryan Hector. I knew you guys would say that. And Sky of the Universe. Do you want to say anything to him, Frankie?
Hi, Pat, Sky Universe. I'm doing great so far. Things are going really well. How was your day, Pat?
I invited him to the call, but he's too good for us. He's too good. He's upper class. He looks down on us, Frankie. I'm just joking. Pat is the best. So here's the big news with Pat. He got a brand new drone. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
He waited 10 years and saved up, and he's doing really well on YouTube in Montreal, and he shows the whole world the city of Montreal for free. Everything's free now, Frankie. You just watch it. You don't support, you don't help, you just take it for free. They should make supermarkets like that. You know the Base Guy show, how it's free and you just come in and watch everything for free? They should make supermarkets like the Base Guy show. You just go in, take the food, and walk away. Oh, I wish it was funny. So Frankie,
just imagine a guy was driving a bicycle. When it was a bicycle crash, you go boom.
Dum, 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 dum. Oh no, the guy hurt his knees all bloody. He goes to the hospital, Frankie.
He able to go, they say, okay, doctor, this guy's up, throw in the garbage.
The police come. Sir, are you the doctor of the hospital?
Yes.
Why did you throw this injured patient in the garbage?
I'm just too busy.
Okay, come put your hands behind your back because you come with me. You're under arrest. So we have Sky of the Universe saying, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. He's at Couche-Tard, I think.
That means, so did you hear about this? And just imagine that a guy was driving a monster truck down the street, revving up the maximum RPM.
That happened today on my street. A cyber truck went by. The cyber truck, I'm not shitting you, audience. The fucking cyber truck was bigger than my apartment. Like, for real. The cyber truck was bigger than where I live. And he was zooming down the street, Frankie.
I was showing you Charlotte Street in Sydney.
There's Charlotte Street. Frankie's showing us. We're going to put on some music for that. Brand new street. Brand new tar. They dug up the whole street, redid all the piping and stuff. So someone's saying, Bass Guy, do you know how to play No More Tears by Ozzy? No, but I know how to play Tears in Heaven because my brother died last year, so I learned how to play Tears in Heaven to see if maybe he hears me. I meant imagine going into Couche-Tard and taking, yeah, the Bass Guy show is kind of like, you know, imagine if the 7-Eleven or Couche-Tard, the 7-Eleven was like the Bass Guy show. You just walk in, take what you want, and leave. It's kind of like music.
The temperature is 12 degrees in London, England.
Frankie, I did that on my show. I turned my whole show into a cafe for about 4 years. I made it coffee and cafe and couches, and no one got the point. No one thought, oh, if you go in, would you go into a cafe and hang out and watch it over and over and over again and not say, I would like a 5-cent fucking cracker? That's what happens on the internet. Everything's free. I'd love to hear some Clapton, Sorry for Your Loss impressions. I'll do that for you right after the call with Frankie. We have Keegan.
That means the Bass Guy. You lived in Europe back in 2010.
Keegan is saying, what's that, Frankie?
You lived in Europe in 2010.
Yes, I did. I lived in Europe for 15 years. I lived in Africa, Poland, France, and Scotland. And then I traveled a couple of times to Africa and India as well. Keegan is saying, why? But I don't know anything. I'm just an idiot who doesn't know anything. And I should be gone from this town. Why does Frankie want to leave North America?
I mean, the world. If I go on the world tour, I'm going to every country on the planet.
So Keegan is your fan, and he follows you. He's saying, does Frankie want to leave North America?
And if I go on the world tour, I'm going to every country on the planet.
I was in South Africa, Namibia, and, well, Durban, but that's South Africa, and Cape Town. I lived in Cape Town. A great jazz scene over in Cape Town. Amazing. Frankie, what's happening? I forgot. Like, I'm a musician. You're the weather. What's going on with weather right now in the world?
And that means lots of rain over Japan and those places right now. A lot of fires going on in Manitoba. Lots of rain in eastern United States of America, like Boston, New York, and all those places. In western United States, it's going to get extremely hot on Sunday and Monday for Victoria, British Columbia. I did the forecast for them. It's going to get extreme heat in Victoria, British Columbia, where Image and Cookie Bailey lives.
Hey, yeah, from your Joey Only show, right?
Yes.
Good people.
Image and Cookie Bailey lives in Victoria, British Columbia, and Joe Yanley's going to get extremely hot weather on Sunday as well. Even Joe Yanley's going to get it. That's going to trigger fires where he said, if Joe Yanley wants to fight fires in Manitoba, Joe Yanley would have fought those fires up in Manitoba too.
That's right. He's a firefighter, and that's important to actually do something. So right on to him, man.
And what happens is Joe Yanley fights all the fires around Manitoba, got rid of the fires. That means Joe Yanley could have been a hero.
That's right. That's right. And we should do things, like actually do things. Do the walk instead of the talk. I lived in Joburg for a couple of years. Cape Town is awesome. Lekker, yeah. Alsjeblieft. Yeah, it's lekker, man, bro. Let's have a braai together, man. We'll have a braai. Alsjeblieft.
Daisy Rampage lives in Idaho. I'm on Daisy Rampage podcast. And the co-host is Roger Gardner, a.k.a. Roger the Wild Child. They're in Nashville, Tennessee, talking to country musicians.
Is it now? Is it now, really? Yeah, it's lekker, bro. Cape Town. I've been to Joburg as well. Joburg, wow, man, what a history there, man. Holy shit, Joburg and Cape Town and stuff, man. Talk about, anyway, loaded topic. And Frankie, what's the weather going to be like in North America this weekend over like where we are in Montreal and stuff?
Yes, Dave is on the chat too. That means it's going to get really hot and cold there, fighting each other in North America as well. Dave from Winnipeg's now on the chat.
Hello, Dave in Winnipeg. I'm in Montreal. Frankie's in Sydney, Nova Scotia. We have people from all over the world watching. We have about 18 million. Oh, 12. Sorry, I have 12 viewers. Wait, it'll be funny in a second. Oh, Frankie, can you? Never mind. We'll do it later. So, Frankie, what are you doing tonight?
I was at Dooley's and things like this. I was at Eastside. I was working at the Bay Farm Mall earlier today. And guess what? I was at the Eastside Mario's for dinner today.
News, I already told Patrick about this, but I will say this again to you, Jack. I have graduated school yesterday and got my diploma in training. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm seeing a market truck. Today. Sydney, Nova Scotia time at 2:00 p.m. Did you hear about this? Not only that, then they got the. Did you hear about this? Then they got the high school graduation in late June in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Then it got the Rip Fest on July 11th, 12th, and 13th.
So we have two big news here. We have Frankie McDonald's dad is here saying Frankie is going to see the monster trucks.
Then monster trucks come from both Canada and the United States, both countries.
And we have Ryan Hector, who just graduated. Ryan Hector! Congratulations, Ryan Hector. That's amazing. Do you
Ryan
remember?
Hector's a big fan of the Bass Guy Show.
That's right. Well, a friend of Frankie. No one's a fan. No one likes the Bass Guy Show. But do you remember graduating school, Frankie?
Sydney Academy, June 2004.
I want to visit the Mayflower Mall, says Patrick.
And did you hear about the? Did you hear about
Hey,
this?
Frankie,
Roger-
you know the internet and all the people, the millions and millions of people on the internet? Did anyone come to actually visit you in real life at the mall?
One guy running a podcast in New York, and another guy, and a few other guys too. Some of those other guys as well, like DJ Pino and LEOB. That's another guy.
Awesome. Good. And we met you in person as well. Gajen and I came and met you, Frankie.
Yes.
We met your dad at the mall. It was awesome.
And Monica came to Sydney. That means Monica first found out about me way back in 2007.
I don't know how to explain it, Frankie. I've never said it before, but when you were at the mall with Sarah Soller and you're doing your book signing, and Monica was there, and your dad was there, and your grandmother and grandfather were there, I remember it absolutely perfect. I remember it so clear. It was like a perfect moment in life. It was like everyone was just there, standing there, and I'll never forget it. It was amazing. It was one of the best moments in my life, Frankie. Good people.
That means and did you hear about this? Mexico's another country altogether. Burn a lot of fossil fuels. Then Mexico too.
That's right. So, Frankie, let's focus again on this forest fire thing. What the frick is going on?
Siberia is causing a lot of forest fires in Siberia, or Boak, Bachkorov, and Yakutsk cliffs. Causing a lot of forest fires in Siberia. Causing a lot of forest fires in Africa. It's causing a lot of forest fires somewhere in South America too.
And is it true the sand from the Sahara Desert goes all the way over the Atlantic Ocean and penetrates South America?
It's hitting Trey Cable's hometown, Houston.
In Texas and everywhere. I've seen it. I was living in France in the Alps, and the whole sky was red, and it was raining sand from the Sahara Desert. And that stuff actually lands in the ground and changes the environment. It's amazing.
That means Sahara Desert. That means stormy that time of the year in Egypt. This June, July, and August. And early August, that's a stormy time of the year in Egypt and Middle East and all those Sahara Desert.
What are some things that people can do to reduce overconsumption?
Reduce burn of fossil fuels all over the world, not just Canada, not just the United States, but every country on the planet.
But what can people do, like instead of driving a car, use a bike, that kind of thing?
They're burning a lot of fossil fuels over in Europe too. Too many airplanes up in the sky there too.
What is life all about, Frankie? Oh, thanks, Bone Loads. Bone Loads is saying hit like, so don't forget to
doing things like this. For Gaza.
Sorry, Frankie, can you repeat that?
Not only that, Greta Thunberg is now in Gaza.
That's right. I saw her on Democracy Now! She's on the sailboat, and they're trying to deliver aid to people who are suffering, little babies and children with their arms and legs blown off. But people have their blah, 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 blah opinions on the internet, but that's an actual fact. And she's out there doing something, so good for her. And all the people who talk shit, F you. People are stupid, Frankie. Everyone's watching the internet. Everyone's on their Facebook and everyone's on. I know there's everyone's fucked in the head, man.
Even Antarctic research stations in Antarctica too, causing like this in Antarctica. Scientists, they're burning fossil fuels even in Antarctica.
I think as population grows and the communication, and it killed music completely. My job's gone. My job died 10 years ago. I think internet and social media has made people absolutely stupid. Social media has made people stupid, like really dumb. And that's dangerous, because being stupid is even worse than like anger and fear and war and stuff, because at least with anger and fear and war, you know you can predict what's going to happen. But with stupid is worse than evil. That's what I was trying to say. Stupidity is more dangerous than evil, and people are stupid right now. Like, everyone's on the internet. Why? If you don't like the internet, just fucking leave it. I mean, social media. Sorry, social media. What's that, Frankie?
People saying hi to me. I repeat, people on scooters saying hi to me.
That's awesome. Everyone's saying hi to you all the time. You always have the validation and the approval and the attention and everything you need. Frankie, you're world famous. How does it feel?
It makes me feel great. People in different countries contacting me. People in Europe, people in Asia, people in Africa, and all those continents.
What happens if you say what you think and feel and express yourself? What happens?
Hey, that they have their own feelings and things like this. But the world's changing.
Yep, the world's changing. We've gone from John Coltrane and Bach and Mozart to the Pineapple song, basically. Pineapple pen. From dum 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 stupid to Pineapple pen song, or whatever's happening. TikTok dance. Just wear yoga pants and shove your ass in a little camera and get 18 billion views.
There's so many airplanes up in the sky in Europe, burning a lot of fossil fuels up in the air in Europe.
But eventually, Frankie, what's going to happen, and we all kind of subconsciously know this, that Mother Nature is going to kick our asses. When we just pollute too much and don't give a shit, Mother Nature is going to just destroy us. And then in 2 weeks, she'll be healthy again. In 2 weeks, she'll be fine again.
Well, what's the population of the Earth's going to be after that?
That's not true, because there's nuclear facilities and energy plants, and that stuff stays around for 45,000 years or something. So, but after that, she'll be fine, Mother Nature. Let's start making TikTok videos. Yes, Frankie, we need to make TikTok videos in yoga pants. I think that's the future of bebop and jazz.
Climate changing, that's another thing.
Pat, I read an article in the Gazette the other day, or some paper, and it said, this musician likes a rare form of music that nobody knows about called bebop. Oh, it's so bad. Like, so again, literally, Frankie, I know I'm ranting today, but I stepped out my house, there was smoke in the air, and a Tesla Cybertruck drove by. It's not my imagination. I'm not going to gaslight myself. It's real. We're fucked. Everyone's acting like an idiot. Have a big house, have a big car, have lots of stuff, and then all of a sudden the sky is on fire, but I'm wrong and you're right. Take the bus, go for a walk, have less, use less, shop block, learn how to sew, repair your own things, you know, blah, 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 blah. All I see is people like, I see 18-year-old boys and girls in cars that are worth $100,000. It's fucked. It's not going to work.
What happens if they make it Cybertruck with wings? What does that mean? Can go to Mars and other planets? What does that mean?
If you could go to any planet in the world, where would you go, Frankie?
What happens if you go to Saturn's moon Titan? They'll pollute that moon too. They'll be polluting other planets.
But you couldn't breathe there. You'd need a spacesuit, right?
Yeah.
That's where our hero and savior Elon Musk comes in. He'll fix everything. Well, if you had all the money in the world, would you try to help people and feed starving children, or would you send all your friends up in a rocket for 5 seconds?
That means then they'll fix Africa and fix South America and get rid of military dictatorship countries.
Are you having fun tonight, Frankie?
Yes, I'm having fun.
And you call from Charlotte Street on the Bass Guy show every week. Is that because you got Wi-Fi there and it's nice and quiet?
Yes.
You can't go into the nightclubs because you'd get copyright for the music, right?
Yeah.
Or I would at least. So.
I guess the copyrighted material.
What time do you go home at night, Frankie? Quite late, like 2 in the morning?
2 in the morning. And did you hear about this? And YouTube has strict rules about copyrighted by record company.
Yeah, you can't just copy anything. Talking about records, thank you, Frankie.
Because record company owns the rights to the music playing in nightclubs. The record company owns the rights to the music.
I went to a little record store this week and I bought myself a gift. I bought myself one of my favorite artists, James Cotton. He's a harmonica player. He actually used to play with what's his name? John Lee Hooker when he was a kid. And he's an amazing harmonica player, and you could still buy albums. I have a record player, needle, and all that, and it was a good buy. This one was $15 or something, and it's in mint condition. And man, it's amazing. You can get it for free on the internet, on YouTube, if you just put James Cotton high compression, and you get it for free. You just have it for free. It's just for free. That's all. But you can also go out and support local businesses.
I got something to say. Did you hear about this? Gary Adino still doing his show. A lot of guys in the Gary Adino show does like burn fossil fuels either.
They talk about it and they're upset about people over consuming without thinking where things come from and where they go and who cares, and just use it and throw it away, and when it breaks just get a new one.
Even Gary and Dino show, Roger Wild Chow and all those guys, and Joe Yanley show and all those guys.
What about Rob and Slim, man? I miss those guys.
They're doing great so far. Jason Marshall's still doing show every Sunday.
What about the Driz? Remember the Driz? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Driz was a rapper on the
Yes.
Rob and Slim show. You were on the Rob and Slim show for quite a few years, right?
May 25th, 2022, Robin Slim's show, final episode forever.
Yeah, and I was on that and you were on that. That's when we started talking, Frankie. You got me to be on their show and they were fun. They would get drunk and just rant way more than... I don't want to rant, and I don't... Anyway, I don't need to turn on the internet or go to YouTube and look at... I just walk outside and there's smoke and debauchery and frickin' cyber... The cyber truck drove by my house today when I was outside in the street, and it made me feel sick. I felt physically sick just seeing a cyber... That's everything wrong in the world, is that. And it has nothing to do with Facebook and Elon, all that fucking bullshit. It just, I saw it. It was way bigger than I expected, and it's just status and capitalism and look at me and what it just made me feel sick, and I got triggered. I reacted badly.
Even communist countries, the leader telling people what to do in communist countries.
Well, you made the joke, Frankie. What about the kids who drive their monster truck down the street?
Then please to say,
kids, what are you doing? You can't just drive your truck down the street when there's a market going on and kids are walking around.
Please to say, turn around.
Put your hands behind your back, and then they get arrested and they're in jail with the guy from the nightclub. You see, we did a turnaround. We made it all. We made the whole show come back again.
Just imagine, guy flew a spaceship from distant universe. What happens if he flew to Earth? What does that mean?
I'm standing up and moving around and twitching a lot because I have spinal damage. I'm in a lot of pain, Frankie. I'm in pain all the time. So sometimes I can't play. I don't know how long I can do this, Frankie. Should I just keep going no matter what, even though I'm in pain and nobody tips and I made like $10 this year? Should I just keep going?
Keep going.
Because there's nothing more important than entertaining strangers for free, right?
You just keep going.
Okay, keep going. I like that. You know what I heard, Frankie? Someone said life isn't about, people say when you fall down, you have to keep getting back up. Like no matter what, don't give up. It's not about, someone said it's not about getting back up. It's about falling. You're always falling in life. You're stumbling. Everyone's stumbling. You're just going to stumble forever and then die. The end. Life is suffering. So you always try to stumble in the best way. So life is about falling down the best way you can. You keep falling down the stairs, but you try to do the best you can. I like that analogy or whatever. So
Greta Thunberg was the person of the year in 2019.
I haven't seen her around in a while, and then she's been on TV lately or whatever, and I saw her on Democracy Now! And yeah, they're bringing humanitarian goods and to Palestine to try and help kids who are sick and dying and ill and starving. And the Israelis just shoot and kill everyone, and Team America comes on. Team America, fuck yeah. And it's just like, it's so black and white. You shouldn't hurt kids. I never thought about it that way. We the West, Frankie, America and Canada and Great Britain are killing little babies and children. Yep, that's the truth. It's the fucking truth. We're killing little babies and children. We're supporting it. Well, every time we're, anyways, I just got a message saying be quiet and whatever, so.
Did you hear about this?
Sorry, Frankie, that's what Greta was saying. That's what she used her time. Well, the world doesn't just watch you for no reason. She had a 2-minute speech, and she said at the end, I just said it very rude because I'm an honest, authentic guy that doesn't give a flying fuck anymore. Greta said, I want to apologize on behalf of the Western world for being fucking assholes. Because there's kids dying. It's just like Auschwitz. There's children dying. And we just watched the new Netflix show, Eat a Poutine, and fucking turn the TV off. And then the sky's on fire at the same time. It's just, and if you're educated and you have money and you're educated, it makes you even more guilty because you should know what's going on. I'm calling it out, man. We're all full of shit. We're all full of shit, Frankie. We're killing little kids and everything, and America's just like, we support Israel. Like, okay, so we're fucking assholes, basically. I know. I promise I wouldn't do this, Frankie, but I'm doing it. Who should we have for president of America and the whole world? I know. The richest, biggest, dumbest fucking asshole, idiot, narcissist. The biggest idiot narcissist in the world.
President of Iran has to follow Iran's supreme leader's orders.
Beefed in.
How many more minutes left? The base guy on the Zoom interview. How many more minutes to go?
Sorry, I lost my audio channel there, my desk.
Hey, base guy, how many more minutes to go to the interview?
My desk messed up and I lost everything for a second. So I was trying to say I'm not calm or whatever, I'm reacting, but this is the answer to everything about complaining about people who are pedophiles and hurt and sexually abuse kids and rape and blow up people in wars and stuff. Who should we vote for the president of America and the world? The biggest narcissist ever on the planet Earth. That's what we did. We voted the biggest, worst, most evil, idiot, asshole, billionaire, bigot, racist, homophobic, misogynistic, whatever isms. Let's make him president. And you know what? That happens in your own town. That happens in your own village. That happens in your own school. That happens in your own community. The bigger people confuse confidence with narcissism. Oh, that guy's a big, huge fucking asshole. Let's make him the boss. And then there's smoke in the sky. People losing their jobs, blah, blah, blah. Oh, everything sucks now. What's going on? Everything sucks. I think we deserve an asteroid, Frankie. When is the next asteroid going to come and destroy the planet Earth?
1997 XF11, October 26, 2028.
I love you, Frankie. That's the best thing I've ever heard you. Can you say that asteroid again, please?
Asteroid 1997 XF11 headed towards planet Earth, October 26, 2028.
That's amazing, Frankie. Well, there we go. You heard it here on the Bass Guy Show tonight.
How many more minutes left to Zoom interview?
I'm trying to get the volume back. What's that, Frankie?
How many more minutes left in Zoom
There we go.
interview?
About 3 minutes. And I apologize to anyone that likes Trump, who thinks he's a great guy or whatever. But I can't hold back and not say how I feel. I have a brain. And when I go outside and the sky is yellow and I see a cyber truck drive by and no one gives a shit, and what am I supposed to just go, like, keep playing my banjo like everything's fine? Oh, and my brother's dead. Oh, another brother's dead. Oh, another brother's dead. Oh, there's water in my apartment. Oh, there's a cyber truck. Like, what the fuck, man? Am I supposed to just shut up and not say anything, Frankie?
Yes. On a Zoom interview, how many more minutes left?
1 minute, Frankie. I'm going to leave it up to you now.
And best of luck to you. I'm Frank McDonald. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Thank you, Frankie.
Gary.
Thanks, Pat, and everybody for watching. I'm just talking. I'm just heaving and shite. Don't worry.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium, the lightest known gas to man. But then again,
So where are your
When Elvis recorded Hound Dog, I was amazed because I knew from whence it came. I knew Big Mama Thornton very well, and I knew the intensity of the original done by Mama Thornton.
Elvis taking it and sending it to the moon, you know? And she got $500 out the whole thing.
At this time when I saw her, she was working in a club in Los Angeles, kind of walking the floor with a cup, singing for handouts. You know what I'm saying? When it got down and Elvis heard it and Jerry Lee Lewis heard it, okay? Roy Orbison heard it. Everybody kind of got on that train, you see? And it was permissible then for everybody to
Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. was set phone 3 or 4 nights ago. Boy, you don't call round here no more. You gotta go. Come back, baby. Try to love me one more time. Come back, baby. Try to love me one more time. You're gone so long, baby, I'm gonna lose my mind. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Say I've been running around with someone else, but you don't know hell. Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. Worries and troubles, baby, it's you I hate to lose. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Chips and Coke, bat. Worries and troubles, baby, you're damn right I have my share. I pack my suitcase, move a little further down the line. I pack my suitcase, baby, move a little further down the line. Ain't nobody there worried, and ain't nobody crying. is Frankie. After all, the murdering, y'all, you know I love you so and so. And even after all, and you survive, soldier, 'cause your soul's beautiful, and your soul is good. You know I love you so and so. And even after all the suffering,
watching a bass guy show. If you like what I do and all the shit that I talk and my moaning and complaining and telling the truth before we all fucking die and everything, what does 35 years of music mean? Does it mean more than $4 a year? Support a Bass Guy show and all your streams will come true. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. We'll see you next week for episode 1623. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. I hope you're well. And I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Gotta go now, we're running out of time. Oh, 1 second. There's someone at the door, 1 second. Someone knocking at my window. Go away! Fuck. 1 second. There's someone knocking at my window. I'm sorry. There's always something at the window. I'm trying to do my show here.